Acknowledge the massive energy from the previous Archangel Michael message. Many of you claimed your union in our last session. Today, Michael has come forward to reveal the 3 specific spiritual tools, or gifts, he is placing in your hands to ensure this union is protected and divine. Gift number 1, the gift of discernment, the shield. One of the greatest secrets many chosen ones discover too late is that not every person who enters your life comes with pure intentions. This is especially true when it comes to love. You have probably heard people speak about soulmates as if every intense connection is automatically divine, as if every powerful attraction is destined by heaven, as if every person who feels familiar must somehow belong in your future. But one of the gifts God develops within a chosen one is discernment. And discernment reveals a truth that many people are unwilling to accept. Not every soulmate is sent from the light. Some people enter your life carrying lessons rather than blessings. Some arrive to reveal wounds that still need healing. Some arrive to test your boundaries. Some arrive to expose vulnerabilities you did not know existed. And some are drawn to your light without having any intention of protecting it. This is why chosen ones often experience relationships differently than other people. While others become captivated by appearances, you eventually begin sensing something deeper. At first, you may ignore the feeling. You meet someone, and everything appears perfect on the surface. The chemistry is strong, the conversations flow naturally, the connection feels almost supernatural. Yet somewhere inside, a quiet voice begins whispering, "Pay attention, slow down, look deeper." Most people ignore that voice. Chosen ones cannot ignore it forever, because God has placed within them a spiritual alarm system designed to protect their destiny. Have you ever met someone who said all the right things, yet something felt off? You could not explain it. There was no proof, no obvious red flags, yet your spirit remained unsettled. Months later, their true intentions became visible, and suddenly you understood why your intuition had been trying to warn you. This is not paranoia. This is not judgment. This is discernment. It is one of the hidden forms of divine protection operating in your life. The enemy understands that if he cannot destroy a chosen one directly, he will often attempt to distract them through relationships. Because the wrong relationship can drain years of energy. The wrong relationship can weaken confidence. The wrong relationship can delay purpose. The wrong relationship can create emotional battles that cloud spiritual vision. That is why God often protects chosen ones through revelation before he protects them through removal. He allows them to see, to feel, to discern, to recognize what others miss. You begin noticing inconsistencies. You begin detecting hidden motives. You begin sensing when someone's words and spirit are not in agreement. This ability becomes stronger as your spiritual awareness develops. And perhaps that is why some people have disappeared from your life recently. Not because you failed, not because you were rejected, but because your discernment matured. You started seeing what was always there. You stopped confusing attention with love. You stopped confusing attraction with alignment. You stopped confusing emotional intensity with divine purpose. The truth is that God's protection does not always look like open doors. Sometimes it looks like closed doors. Sometimes it looks like delayed relationships. Sometimes it looks like exposing hidden intentions before deeper damage can occur. And for a chosen one, that protection is priceless. Because your heart carries more than emotions. It carries purpose. It carries assignments. It carries a destiny that cannot be entrusted to everyone who enters your life. This is why God sharpens your discernment, not to make you fearful, not to make you suspicious, but to help you recognize the difference between those who are attracted to your light and those who are sent to walk beside it. And the more your spiritual vision develops, the easier it becomes to recognize who belongs in your future and who is only meant to teach you a lesson before moving on. Gift number 2. The gift of restored peace, the healing. There is another message that many chosen ones need to hear right now, especially those who have been wounded by relationships that left scars far deeper than anyone realizes. For a long time, you may have believed that your greatest pain came from the people who left. But what if the real wound was what they left behind? The distrust, the fear, the self-doubt, the emotional exhaustion, the constant need to protect your heart from being hurt again. Many chosen ones have survived relationships that felt karmic in nature. connections that entered their lives with intense attraction, powerful emotions, and lessons that seemed impossible to escape. These relationships often felt destined at first. They seemed to arrive carrying promises, excitement, and hope. Yet over time, they became sources of confusion, instability, and emotional turbulence. One moment there was affection, the next moment there was distance. One day there was certainty, the next day there was uncertainty. The connection became a cycle of highs and lows that left your spirit exhausted. And even after the relationship ended, its energy remained. The memories remained. The wounds remained. The fears remained. This is where many chosen ones unknowingly become stuck. The person leaves, but the trauma stays. The chapter closes, but the emotional weight continues to occupy space within the heart. That is why Archangel Michael's work in this season is not simply about bringing someone new into your life. It is about clearing what no longer belongs there. Before a new chapter can begin, the old emotional residue must be released. Before peace can fully enter, chaos must be removed. Before healthy love can arrive, unhealthy patterns must lose their influence. Many of you have already noticed this process beginning. You are no longer reacting to old memories the way you once did. Certain names no longer trigger the same emotions. Certain disappointments no longer carry the same power. You find yourself thinking less about revenge, less about regret, and less about what could have been. Instead, something unexpected is emerging. Calm. Not excitement, not obsession, not emotional intensity. Calm. And that calm is significant. Because true healing rarely feels dramatic. It feels peaceful. It feels like finally putting down a burden you have carried for far too long. It feels like waking up one day and realizing that the pain no longer controls your thoughts. It feels like discovering that your future is no longer chained to your past. Many people mistake chaos for love because chaos is familiar. They mistake emotional turbulence for passion. They mistake unpredictability for chemistry. But chosen ones eventually learn a deeper truth. The relationships sent by God do not usually arrive carrying confusion. They arrive carrying peace. The right connection does not constantly force you to question your worth. The right connection does not leave you emotionally depleted. The right connection does not require endless suffering to prove its value. This is why Michael is first restoring your inner world. He is removing the lingering effects of old heartbreaks. He is cutting energetic ties to relationships that completed their purpose long ago. He is helping you release the identities you developed in survival mode. The version of yourself that expected abandonment, the version that anticipated betrayal, the version that struggled to trust. Those layers are gradually falling away, and as they do, something remarkable begins happening. You become lighter, clearer, more grounded, more aligned with who you truly are. This is the hidden preparation many people never see. They focus only on the arrival of the new soul, but heaven often focuses first on creating the space where that soul can be received. Because a healed heart recognizes what a wounded heart often overlooks. And perhaps that is why your energy feels different lately. Quieter, softer, more peaceful. Not because nothing is happening, but because healing is accomplishing what struggle never could. The old cycle is ending. The emotional storm is settling. And for the first time in a long time, your spirit is learning that love does not always arrive like thunder. Sometimes it arrives like peace. Gift number 3. The gift of divine synchronicity. The sign. As this new chapter draws closer, many chosen ones begin noticing something unusual. The signs become louder. Not because God suddenly starts speaking, but because you are finally in a position to recognize what He has been revealing all along. One of the most fascinating patterns reported by spiritually sensitive people is the appearance of repeating numbers during major life transitions. Have you been seeing 1111 repeatedly? 1212? 222? Or perhaps one sequence keeps appearing so often that it almost feels impossible to ignore. The number many chosen ones report shortly before a significant relationship enters their lives is 222. You glance at the clock and it reads 222. A receipt ends with 222. A phone number contains 222. The number seems to follow you wherever you go. Spiritually, many interpret this sequence as a symbol of alignment, partnership, harmony, and divine timing. It often appears during periods when life is preparing to bring two paths together. But the number itself is not the sign. The sign is the timing. Why does it suddenly begin appearing now? Why does it show up during a season when your heart is healing? Why does it become noticeable after you release old attachments? Many chosen ones believe these moments occur because heaven is drawing their attention toward a transition already in motion. Another sign that frequently appears is the unexpected appearance of white birds. For some, it is a white dove. For others, it may be a white feather appearing in an unlikely place. Perhaps you find one on a path you walk regularly. Perhaps it appears near your home. Perhaps it shows up during a moment of prayer or reflection. These experiences often create an immediate feeling of peace, a sense that you are being reassured, a sense that unseen forces are confirming that you are moving in the right direction. Pay attention to how you feel when these moments occur, because the emotional response is often more important than the sign itself. Many people see symbols every day without noticing them. Chosen ones often experience something different. The sign arrives carrying a feeling, a sudden calm, a deep knowing, a quiet certainty that cannot be explained logically. And here is perhaps the most powerful sign of all. It is not external. It happens within you. You stop chasing. You stop forcing. You stop obsessing over timelines. You stop asking when. Suddenly there is peace. A peace that exists before the blessing arrives. A confidence that exists before physical evidence appears. A sense that everything is already unfolding exactly as it should. This inner shift often surprises people. After years of longing, searching, and waiting, they wake up one day feeling different, more relaxed, more grounded, more complete. It is as though their spirit already knows something their mind has not yet discovered. Many chosen ones describe this as the final confirmation, because when desperation disappears, alignment often begins. When fear releases its grip, new possibilities emerge. When the old cycle finally closes, space is created for the new one to enter. So if you begin noticing repeating signs, unusual synchronicities, unexpected feelings of peace, or symbols that seem to appear at precisely the right moment, do not become obsessed with them. Instead, allow them to remind you of something important. Preparation is not the same as waiting forever. Sometimes the signs appear because the season is changing. Sometimes they appear because a chapter is ending. And sometimes they appear because what you have prayed for is no longer far away. It is already making its way toward you, one step at a time. Instead of just, "I claim," ask them to comment something more specific like, "I am ready to receive my 3 gifts." This keeps engagement high and specific to this new video.